Okay, this is all about alcohol and my experience of it in my life so far. I'm 44 soon, so there's been a lot. Okay, again, I've looked it up in the dictionary, my good old friend dictionary, to give you a precise definition of what alcohol is. So it's a colourless volatile of a substance easily evaporated at normal temperatures, liable to change rapidly and unpredictably, especially for the worse. It's a flammable liquid which is produced by natural fermentation of sugars and is an intoxicating constituent of wine, beer, spirits and other drinks, and is also used as an industrial solvent and as fuel. So I looked on, leading from that, I looked at natural, because I beg to differ with the current drink industry as to whether these drinks are naturally occurring. So natural has two definitions. Excuse me, existing in or derived from nature, not made or caused by humankind, having had minimum of processing or preserving treatment. So, as I say, I beg to differ with regards as to whether the alcohol currently on sale is natural. And then I looked up intoxicated, upon which I have been upon many times. Just look at my Twitter account to ascertain that. Which means drunk or under the influence of drugs, which I didn't know. I thought it was just drink, but it isn't. So yeah, I think I started drinking, I don't know, about 17, so not the legal age. I was at college and going out with somebody who worked in a bar. I worked in a bar as well, in a restaurant as a waitress and a bar attendant, I think they're called now. So that was my first experience of alcohol. I can't remember my first drink, but I do remember the bar my boyfriend at the time worked at in Derby sold an array of fruit wines, which were very nice, very potent. I remember that, and caused you to eat kebabs on the way home and then be sick, which was fun. So yeah, that was my first experience of alcohol. Then I went on to university, and as you can appreciate and imagine, a lot of alcohol was consumed there. Less kebabs, but lots of hangovers. And to be fair, my relationship with alcohol has never been a healthy one, and it's never done me any favours. So I've had great periods of abstinence of alcohol in my life, but I've also had periods in which I would classify myself as being dependent on it. For example, coming home from a stressful job, trying to de-stress or kidding myself I was by consuming a bottle of wine whilst cooking dinner, and then consuming another one whilst eating. So that's 2 bottles gone per day. It's a lot of money, and it's also not very good for you. It's not very good for your health, so in my opinion. So yeah, that was that. I have been arrested, I don't mind admitting, because it's the truth, or concealing it, for drunk and disorderly on a couple of occasions. I handled it so well. What else can I tell you? Oh yeah, any move on to alcoholics? Well, I've lived with one. It wasn't much fun. I lived with 2 actually, both of which remain nameless in this video. I don't know why. And alcoholism, I don't know if I've written that down. No, I haven't. So just have to look that up yourselves. It's dreadful. It's dreadful because you're addicted as opposed to being dependent upon the alcohol. Therefore, you consume it daily, hourly, I don't know, all the fucking time in my experience of living with alcoholics. What else can I say? Yeah, one of them recently tried to alleviate himself from alcohol and entered into rehab, 2-week rehab, which everybody said at the time, it's not long enough. It's not long enough to treat deep and sustained habits of alcoholism. And as it turned out, it wasn't. He lasted, gosh, not long before he started drinking again and breaking everyone's heart again by the fact he was drinking again and disappointing himself and everybody else. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Subsequently found out that everybody on that rehab, because they wanted a little WhatsApp group, failed, if you call it that, or returned to alcohol, as I call it. because I guess you learn from the experiences that you have. So yeah, I don't drink at the minute. I swore down recently for a number of reasons to abstain again. So for me, coffee is the way forward.